Yo, what's happening, guys? It is your boy Wolfie here, we are back, and what we've got for you today is my 20-0 best custom tactics for you guys on my road to glory. But before we get started, if you want to drop a like on today's video for me, drop a comment down below, hit that subscribe button to my channel and hit that bell so you do get a notification every time I do drop a brand new video. If you can do all 4 of them things, word on the street is that you will pack R9 in your next pack. Don't shoot a messenger, it's just what I've heard. But let's get straight into it. And ladies and gentlemen, we do have a special guest in today's video. Say hello to the big man, Hugo. Hi, Hugo. Ain't he a good boy? Ain't he a good boy? Ain't he a good boy? If that doesn't get a like on today's video, then I don't know what the hell is. But yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. My 20-0 custom tactics. Technically speaking, it is 16-0 because I went 16-0 and then obviously I accidentally lost 4 games in a row because of, you know, just accidentally, so I can't get banned. So we did go 20-0 or 16-0, whatever you want to call it. The best player I got though was Tyrone Mings. Absolutely doody. So I'm going to show you guys the custom tactics I use, complete from ultra defensive to ultra attacking. Now the main one that I use straight away is literally what you see on your screen, the 4-4-2 in the balanced. So I have Nabil Fekir and Robbie Keane up front, Joe Cole right mid, Vinny Jr. on the left, Mustovoy and Bruno in the 2 centre mids, Dest, Alaba, Kimpembe and Klaus at right back, and of course stays the same. Now I use the 4-4-2 YouTube probably in 90% of the games really. So the 4-4-2 is the main formation I used. And the custom tactics that I used with that were balanced, 45 width and 55 depth. Remember, this is what I use it straight from minute 1. So like straight away in minute 1 with the 4-4-2, this is what I'm using right here. You should know by now, YouTube, what am I using on the offensive style? If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, then you probably don't know. But if you're not, you should already know what vibe we're using right now. Balanced and direct passing, 60 on the width and 6 players in the box, 2 corners and 2 free kicks like so. If you're going to take anything from today's video, YouTube, please, please, please lower your free kicks and corners down. Because by default, there will be 3 and 3, I think. Yeah, by default, there will be 3 and 3. Lower that down to 2 and 2. It will stop you getting counter-attacked on from your own corners so much, believe you me, like, and I mean so much. So make sure you do that. Lower it down to 2 corners and 2 free kicks like so. The balance in the direct passing just works for me. You know, it works. I find it the most balanced and the most overpowered. Forward runs is good, don't get me wrong, but I just find direct passing better. I seem to get more success with direct passing. That's what I seem to get more success with. And obviously, if I'm getting success with it, I'm not going to change it, really, am I? So, why change something if it ain't broken? That's my motto as well. So, yeah, there we go. That's the 4-4-2. Now, the player instructions. This is where it does get a little bit interesting with the 4-4-2. Get in behind and come back on defence on both my strikers. It's worth noting, actually, YouTube, that the reason that I have come back on defence on my strikers is because they're actually then better suited for the counter-attack and they're in a better position. So you might think that it's a defensive strategy, but it's actually an offensive strategy. So you see the gap here between the 2 centre mids and the 2 strikers. If you have them on balanced or stay forward, me personally, remember it is just my personal preference, I find that gap a little too big. So having them all come back on defence really does work wonders. My left mid is on the same as my right mid as well, so I will show you both of them. Come back on defence, get in behind, and get into the box for cross. Very important that you have get into the box for cross on your left and right mid, in my opinion. There's nothing really too over analytical about it. I just think the more players you have in the box, the more likely you are to score a goal, right? That's really just the way I think about it. Come back on defence is because I'm playing with 2 strikers, so I kind of need as many people back as I can, realistically. So that's why I have my right mid on come back on defence. Getting behind does what it says on the tin. I like my wingers to make a lot of runs in behind. Really is that simple, really. Like, it really is just that simple. And then my 2 centre mids, completely default. I then just have them on cover centre. Very important. I've been using this now for quite a while in terms of having both of them on balanced. But YouTube, if you are someone that does struggle defensively, and be brutally honest with yourself, please. If you are someone that struggles in terms of like defending, put one of them on stay back while attacking. It's what I used most of the time. But now in the last couple of weeks, last month or so, I've used them on both balanced and I like it. But if you are, again, someone that struggles defensively, put one of them on stay back while attacking. It will help, trust me. And then last but not least, both my fullbacks are then on stay back while attacking and overlap like so. And then you know me by now, YouTube. don't ever touch the keeper. So that's the main one that I use in like 90% of the games. If I then go 1 to 2-0 up, I will then switch up into the 4-2-3-1 because we don't need to score any goals at this point, you know. We've already got the lead. We're chilling, you know. We can just keep the ball as much as we like. So I then switch up into the 4-2-3-1 when I'm seeing out a lead. The tactics I use are pretty simple and pretty much straightforward. Very similar to the 4-4-2, realistically. Balanced, 45 width and the 60 depth. I play 60 depth because even though we are seeing out a lead, it doesn't really mean much in terms of, because I've got 2 CDMs, I don't want my defence to be too deep. Do you know what I'm saying with that? Then balanced and direct passing, 50 on the width, 7 players in the box. Because like I said, even though we are trying to see out a lead, YouTube, I do still want to carry that attacking threat going forward. Do you know what I'm saying? So having 7 players in the box because we are playing a 4-2-3-1 does work wonders, believe you me. 2 corners and 2 free kicks like so. Again, remember, they will be on 3-on-3. Lower them down to 2-and-2. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Now, player instructions on the 4-2-3-1. Just getting behind on my striker, that's it. So don't have comeback on defence or anything. Literally just getting behind on the striker, that is it. All 3 of my cams then, YouTube, very important here. All 3 of my cams, and then I'll come back on defence and get into the box across. Because remember, even though I'm seeing out a lead, I do still want to carry that attacking threat going forward. So to get into the box across, like with the left mid and right mid in a 4-4-2, I like to have as many people in the box as I humanly possibly can. Both my CDMs, this is where it changes a little bit. Both my CDMs are just on cut passing lanes and cover centre. That is it. Not one of them's on stay back while attacking. But like I said with the 4-4-2, YouTube, if you are someone that does struggle defensively, definitely put at least 1 or maybe even 2 of them on stay back while attacking. Because remember, we are seeing out a lead at this point. But for me, I'm good enough to have them both on balance and I can still see out the lead quite well because of the way the passing lanes work and all that good stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So I use it like that. But again, I'm going to drill it into your head. If you do struggle defensively, put 1 of them on stay back while attacking. Trust me. And then last but not least, both of my fullbacks are on stay back while attacking and overlapping. Then again, YouTube, I never, ever touch my keeper. So my keeper is just on completely default settings like so. Now then, I never really use the ultra defensive. So it is the 4-2-2. I will show you what it is, but I never, ever really use this ever. So yeah, that's how I set it up. Custom tactics in the 4-2-2. Balanced, 45 width, 60 on the depth. Build up play, again, balanced, direct passing. 50 width, 7 players in the box because we do have the 2 CDMs like so. 2 corners and 2 free kicks. Player instructions on a 4-2-2. Both my strikers are on getting behind and come back on defence. My Lamb and my Ram are also on come back on defence and get into the box for cross. You'll see a running theme. I do use a lot of get into the box for cross on my players. It does work a lot better, trust me. Both my CDMs, and then like with the 4-2-3-1 on cut passing lanes and cover centre. But again, YouTube, if you do struggle defensively, just put 1 of them on stay back while attacking. Trust me, it will help you out loads. And then last but not least, both my fullbacks again on stay back while attacking and overlap. Now this one here is my YOLO. So I switch up into my ultra attacking custom tactics, YouTube, when last 10-15 minutes in the game, we're losing. We're throwing the absolute kitchen sink at my opponent. So they are very YOLO custom tactics, but remember, it is for that reason. It's meant to be YOLO. It's meant to be proper backs against the wall. Do you know what I mean? It's meant to be like that. Alright, so what do I use on the tactics? Constant pressure, 50 width and 100 depth. Yes, I am rocking 100 depth. We are YOLOing it here, YouTube. We need that team up as high as we can possibly get them. Balanced on the build-up play, along with forward runs this time. Because remember, we are YOLOing. We want as many balls in that box as humanly possible. We want everyone forward the lot. 50 on the width. Max players in the box, along with the corners and the free kicks. Remember that, YouTube. We are trying to get back into the game. Last 10 minutes at this point. So we're throwing the kitchen sink at it. Player instructions. Get in behind and stay forward on both of my strikers. My cam is then on stay forward and get into the box for cross. My middle centre mid is actually on stay back while attacking and cover centre. But then my left centre mid and my right centre mid are on get forward. And they should be on get into the box for cross, actually. I don't know why they're not. Get forward, get into the box for cross, and cover centre like so. Remember, we're trying to get back into this game, YouTube. We're throwing the absolute kitchen sink at it at this point, alright? Last but not least, both my fullbacks this time are on join the attack and overlap like so. Remember, we want to get back into the game. We want to at least score a goal, so that's what we do. And then, of course, my goalkeeper on completely default settings. I never used my attacking. It's 4-4-2 second variant. I didn't use it once, so I'm not really going to show you that. I did actually use the 4-2-2 twice, I think it was, in the 16 games. So that's why I showed you that. I didn't use the 4-4-2 second variant at all. But that right there, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like on today's video for me. Please, please, please. Drop a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button to my channel and hit that bell so you do get a notification every time I do drop a brand new video. And also, if you don't have anything to comment on my video, just comment Hugo, please. Just go and give him some love. Hugo, you good boy. Any a good boy, YouTube. Any a good boy. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Me and Hugo, we're spreading the love and positivity. Have a blessed day, guys. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.